to This Very Moment Collective. You are right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. Tapping into our spirit guides, our angels, the universe. Please show us what you have for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, anything like that, that is where you can find me. And let's get into today's message. So I'm definitely getting a vibe that someone is regretting their first impression. Someone is really wanting to take back what they said, what they did. So we have soulmate and mystery. Ouch. This person, who you were to them was not made clear in the very beginning. And you know, a lot of people have that tendency to compartmentalize. As soon as they meet you, they say that people decide what box that they put you in less than 60 seconds, or people make their first impression of you within 60 seconds. Like, so less than a minute, people already have in their head who you are, what your significance is, what this has the potential to be, what they will and will not explore with you, what they will and will not allow. You know, they're saying that the brain kind of makes that connection in less than a minute, and you kind of catch up slowly but surely as your conscious mind processes it. So we have the soulmate card. It obviously takes a bit to know that. Some people do have love at first sight experiences, but if they're not spiritual or they're not used to anything like that, people who aren't spiritual are more likely to deny, okay, there's something spiritual going on, or there's something higher level going on. They're much more likely to reason away the things that they're experiencing and to call it a fluke and to say, no, this is not that. This is just, you know, something casual. So this person, I'm definitely feeling that it was a mystery. It was unknown. You know, you kind of came across as an enigma. You were confusing to them because this person could have like a type and you are not that type. So they kind of feel like, okay, you know, collective is, you know, more of a rebel, and I like people who are more traditional, or collective is more of a, you know, soft girl, soft guy, and I like people who are more masculine, or I like people who are more go-getters, more ambitious. But the truth is, you're an enigma, collective. You have a trait from every characteristic, from every archetype. I just saw 707. So you don't completely embody just one thing, just one vibe. You're all the vibes at different times. And it took time for them to realize that, and now they're really regretting what they did. This could be someone you went on a date with and then ghosted. This could be someone that you work with who said, okay, this is just going to be a coworker, and then now they're starting to like you. This could be someone who's even friend zoned you and considered you to be an acquaintance in their friend group, or considered you to be just, oh, this is someone who's just flirty. They probably flirt with everyone. They could have whatever they want. And then they find out that you're someone with high morals. They find out that you're someone who has your own standards, and that's something they didn't expect. So now they're having to bite their words, and they're feeling just really bad about that, because it's like, for one, they have to admit that they're wrong, but for two, they're kind of in a deficit now, because however you compartmentalize, that does rule how you treat them. So if you consider someone to be a friend, you're going to be more likely to make those like inappropriate jokes or self-depreciating humor, because it's like, I am fine if this person sees me in a negative way because they're just the bro. But how you're, you know, around your bros is different than how you are around like the person that you love. You don't want them to see you in a negative light or to be, you know, off put by you. So you kind of hold that stuff back. When you're around your friends, you're able to be extroverted and crazy and random. But when you're around, you know, someone you really care for, it's like you just want to keep it cute or whatever. And so this person is like, oh my God, now collective has seen the very worst parts of me. They know my true opinions as well, because I haven't been hiding, you know, my deepest, darkest secrets around them. I fucked up. Like, they feel like they messed up bad. And so now they're having to try to some way, somehow make up for that. Soulmate, it says twin flame, soul contract, soul connections in past lives. So this could even be a nod to twin flame connections, different forms of connections. Honestly, a lot of these spiritual connections have like a lot of overlap, so they end up kind of being very similar. So I try not to fixate too much on the terms anyways. We have storm warning and date. So this person has gotten some sort of vision, prophecy, or they have seen through the way that other people interact with you that you are someone who's desired by other people, and it was a storm warning for them. So say this is in your same friend group and your friend group goes out every, once in a while. You guys have a great time. You go to bars and you're always just focused on the friend group, having a good time, pretty laid back and modest, not really attention seeking, not really mingling too much with people you don't know, but just kind of, hanging out, feeling the vibe, seeing what's out there. This could be someone at the club who is very much so interested in you, attracted to you, pursuing you heavy, buying you drinks, wanting to talk to you, taking up your time, wanting to exchange social medias or wanting to exchange numbers. That was a storm warning for them. Oh my God, collective is not only just attractive to me, but they're attractive to other people. I am not guaranteed collective. They could be with someone else. So this person saw something that really was kind of like a wrecking ball for them. Like it could be something that's more drama based or an obstacle, something that can be gotten over, something that can be worked through. At the end of the day, you're not, theirs. You're not their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their partner. So it's like you don't really owe them anything. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. So they're feeling like, okay, we can bounce back from that, but it's a major blow to the ego nonetheless. So I see this person pursuing you for an official date. This is how they're trying to make up for it. It says courting, dating, meetup. So this person is trying to meet up with you outside of your usual meetup dynamic. They feel like that's going to make it so you guys can go further. So if you always see each other in a work context, they're like, yeah, let's get out of this work context. Let's see each other outside of work. Let's meet each other, see each other in a way that isn't our usual, so we can kind of get out of that and get into a different vibe, more romantic. We got the Knight of Wands here reversed and the Seven of Wands with the Ace of Cups. I'm also getting a small energy for some of you of this person being put in their place. Ace of Cups can be a lot about self-love and how you treat yourself. It could be a small comment. So, people like to check your temperature with little things that they say. So they may, say this is a coworker, it's not busy at work, so everybody is just chatting, and this person tries to say, yeah, I know, I don't know why me and collective never try to date. I feel like we would be a good couple. This could be something as simple as, I would never date someone like you. You are so funny. And they're like, well, hold on. Not the self-love coming through, not the denial coming through. I just saw 707 again. I saw it first on the clock and I'm seeing it twice on the camera time now. 707 is likely significant to you in some way. This could also be new people coming up trying to date you. Ace of Cups can be a card of having multiple options, a lot of options, people taking you on dates. And that could be what the storm wording is alluding to as well. Spirit saying, actually, collective is about to have a dating season where multiple people are trying to date them. So that's what you really got to worry about. Watch out for and worry about. And when they try to check your temperature, you could very much so be putting them in their place. And you know what? I do feel like this person had you slipping for a second, because we got the Three of Swords reversed with the Four of Cups reversed. So at some point, it does look like you were disappointed. And, that can be frustrating when you always have people in your energy, but for whatever reason, they want to play games, or for whatever reason, they want to convince themselves that things can't work out, instead of just being honest and admitting they have a crush and moving forward and see, okay, what can we co-create? A lot of people will deny themselves before anyone else ever has an opportunity to deny them. So this person did catch you slipping for a small period of time with that Three of Swords reverse and that Four of Cups reverse. You were likely disappointed about something, to do with this person temporarily. But we have the turns tabling. The tide is shifting. We got the Eight of Cups reverse and the Six of Cups reverse. This person is realizing that they're actually quite stuck on you. They have romantic feelings for you, and Six of Cups reversed, you're now closed off to them. So that's a hard pill to swallow when you have someone who's open and available and romantically interested, and they go from being that way to being completely disinterested and no longer considering you an option. And they really have no one to blame but themselves. So this person is going to be trying to hurry up and make it up to you. This person is hoping for a second chance. Spirit. What else does collective need to know? Okay, we have divine timing. So perhaps things were meant to kind of go this way, especially if they consistently kind of struggle with the ego. Maybe that was intentional from Spirit. Yeah, we got tease and divine timing. Maybe that was intentional from Spirit so that you guys could create a solid foundation, because if this person, we also have love language, physical intimacy. So if you guys have already been physically intimate, and this person, typically that's the kind of dynamics that they have, where it's like, okay, they're just physical based, and we just explore each other until we can't anymore, and then we, rinse, repeat, move on to the next one. Spirit's like, no, this is actually a significant connection, potential soulmate or twin flame energy, past life lover connection energy. I'm putting you guys together for a reason. This is serendipitous. This is magical. This is divinely guided. So let me give you a tease. Let me make you feel like you have collective and rip the wool from under you so you can hurry up and go through a transformation instead of thinking that this is a short thing, because at the end of the day, it's not a short thing. Collective is not guaranteed to you. I'm not promising collective to you. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. And that's just what it is. So we have the tease card. It says the energy is fun and lighthearted but uncertain. Spirit has not promised this person to you, soulmate or not, and vice versa. Spirit is saying collective is not guaranteed to you. You have to work for it. You have to be in alignment with it. So I'm definitely seeing like a recalibrating of this situation where it's like, okay, things have gotten out of alignment. Things have gotten out of hand. Let's recalibrate. Let's reconvene. Yeah, we have the uncertain card here. It says at this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. So I feel like there's a lot of potential between the two of you, and the kinks have to get worked out. And right now it's kind of like the chips are being dealed out, and we're going to see how things kind of end up. We have it's time. It says it's time to take action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. Spirit's going to give you the perfect kind of situation. Divine timing, talking about serendipity, definitely talks about like universal support and Spirit giving you guys the perfect opportunity to come together if you can both surrender. We have hot air balloon, roadblock, and family. So there is a lot of potential here, and I feel like the roadblock is just kind of dismantling the ego. It can talk about barriers and challenges, needing to regroup, feeling stuck, getting over obstacles, a temporary setback, or a detour even. One step forward, two steps back, where it's like, okay, we got to adjust so we can make real progress. We could be family. We could be loyal to each other. We could have allegiance to each other. Become parents one day, have kids if that's what you want. We can be faithful, but we have to practice commitment and trust and build that support system of not only affection, but also dependability. We have to be sincere and allow our relationship to blossom in a genuine way. So we got the hot air balloon, all about coming into balance. It can also be about freedom, going with the flow, rising above, resisting temptation. Also newfound perspectives. I feel like Spirit is giving the both of you downloads and visions at this time that will really help you. And you guys can completely defy gravity. You guys can completely defy what's naturally kind of set to happen or what you would naturally choose. There needs to be an ascension and an elevation, and I feel like you'll start to feel good in time. And I feel like there's a lot of potential for you guys to support each other, be there for each other, and to find true love here. It's all about building trust from here. Spirit's going to give you that opportunity. This person wants a second chance. It'll be up to you if you want to give them that. I would go for it just to see where it goes. There's a lot of potential. That's what I got for us today, collective. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for us today. I'll talk to you soon.